Hello, baby gangsters. This is Calvin, also known as Ormos, and this is my first ever viewing of the event, Nahida's birthday event. And I think it's called Chromatic Ode of Candies and Roses. I'm super excited to get into this because we didn't get to watch it at the time because I wasn't caught up yet. Whoa. Oh, this is very festival, very cool. Oh my god, I haven't heard like the voices in Japanese yet. But I will say, if that's where I think they are, they probably have bigger fish to fry if they're standing there. Oh my god, Tanari, Calais, and Diha and Candice. Paimon's adorable, by the way, in every single language. It's crazy. Oh. Very soft touch. Oh my god, are they planning the birthday? Okay. Dia bringing in her expertise. Oh my god. A possibility? This is so sweet. Kale, just a sweet person anyway, but like it's gonna be so interesting to hear the different Japanese language because I've did the Lantern Rite in Chinese, and I've already played in English as well. And I think for some upcoming events we'll be also playing in different languages as well. I think it's always like good to like see like the fantastic performances across all different languages because they are like really fantastic and they're all well directed as we've seen through every language, I think the only one we haven't seen after this would be like the Korean one. We've seen like little tidbits of it, you know what I mean? But like it'd be nice to maybe see like other events maybe in Korean or something like that as well, Kale definitely showing that she is high. Just tell the cat's already out of the bag. Yeah, I suppose. She can figure out what she wants though. It's great to see you guys. It really is. It seems to be glitching a little bit. This is the only one I could get with all the extra dialogue. Now, if it persists, like, because this could be a thing where it's just the first cutscene. It could be, you know what I mean? I've had recording problems before. If this persists past, like, the first, like, 5 or 6 minutes and it's still there after, like, 5 or 6 minutes, I will probably just pick a different video to watch, obviously. Because, like, while it's, like, it's not a big issue if it's only the first bit, if it persists, it's not going to be fun for you guys to watch either. But I can still read it. But, again, it's one of those things where, like, you guys are on a smaller screen than I am as well, so. Oh my god, that's so sweet. She gets a jump scare in class. Yeah, we heard about it. I love Paimon's voice acting in every language. Amazing. Amazing. I love Sanari's voice here as well. Ah, making amends. She's so excited. Honestly, I didn't think of them making amends, but it is interesting that that's what we're getting at here, I would do the lecturing finger. What are you guys talking about? You can tell us. Oh my god, Tanari's voice is great. We have to tell us in private though. Yeah, okay, it doesn't seem to be too bad. Okay, the glitching. We're literally behind, like in a bunch of behind a bunch of boxes. Amazing. Amazing. Look at her face. Very sweet.
おうドニアザードと話してたら ふと思いついたんだ。家臣探査って毎年似たり寄ったりだろ。
Yeah.
今年はちょっと特別な企画があってもいいと思ってさ。ドニアザードもいいアイデアだって言ってくれたし、みんなに相談したら話がサクサク進んでな。
And Nahida deserves it so
サプライ
much.
ズだから知ってる人は少ない方がいい。何せ知恵の神が相手だからね。
Truly.
ちょっ
Truly.
としたことで感づかれるかもしれない。
And Nahida's not dumb, you know?
で、いつまでこんな風に話さなきゃいけないんだ？
5本。とにかくここ数日手が空いてる友人たちに
Oh my
準備を手伝ってもらうこと
god.
にしたんだ。
それで
Hearing that
具体
music.
的には何をするんだ？
暗草なりデビ様はキャンディーがお好きらしいから、そこをポイントにサプライズの内容
Very
を
cool.
考
Okay, some
えよう
candy.
と思ってる。
フロート社のパレードの後は誕生日パーティーに誘うつもりだ。だからハフトシーンとかも外せない。
So we're planning a meal, some candy. Can I just say before we get into any more of this, guys, like whenever I go back to any nation in Genshin, any region, I should say, right? One of the things that happens to me, I've said it before, it's this feeling of feeling homesick while being home. Does that make sense? It's like I'm home, but like I feel homesick. And that's what I get from whenever I do an event like this. I genuinely like feel like this weird somber like longing to like, you know, be here forever, you know what I mean? But I know I can't. It's a weird feeling whenever I hear the music of Fontaine or Liyue or Inazuma, Mondstadt. I think less Natlan because I still am there, you know what I mean? That's like my base of operations right now. But like for like other stuff, like I've genuinely like have consistently been like every time I hear the music here from SUMERU and I'm like, man, I think about all the moments we had back then and it nearly makes me cry. Like what a beautiful story SUMERU was. Truly.
カーベに任せてある。
Kaveh.
今のところ僕たちは食材と飾りを買い揃えればいい。
That's awesome. Is there anything to
そう
do?
そう。ここまで話を聞いちゃったんだし、
Oh, yeah.
俺たちも手を貸す
We'd
ぞ。
love to.
だったらキャンディス、さっき買い出しを手伝ってほしいって言ってたよな。ほら、渡りに船ってやつだぜ。
Oh, we get to shop at Candace?
最近はあまり砂漠から出ていませんから、この辺の相場や品を見極められる自信がなく
Candace
て
looks awesome, doesn't she? Always. We can help with that.
ご迷惑でなければ。
No, Jesus Christ. I was actually at, like, in the recent, like, Genshin Q&A I did.
言うなって。
Yeah, I said I wanted to hang out with Candace.
おいらたちにとってもサプライズだぜ。
おお、パイもずいぶん口がうまくなったな。
Oh my god. Her voice is great
お言葉に
too.
甘えさせていただきます。
よし、決まりだな。飾りは私とドニアザードが担当する。パーティー会場はティナリに任せた。
なんだかワクワクしてきたぞ。早速行動開始だ。ナヒーダに素敵な誕生日プレゼントを。シー。そうだった。興奮してつい。シー。
Give her surprises. This is so fun. This is such a fun idea. And just basically, like, it's not just like the, how do I say, like Nahida deserves his birthday stuff, but like what these events do is like give you like a whole, the glitches are kind of persisting here. So what I might do is I might find a different video. So I found a different video. No offense to the other video whatsoever. Thank you for uploading it. Obviously, like, it's just, there was a few glitches there. So we're going to watch, this one instead. Yeah. I'm so thankful for anyone who uploads these videos, like, legitimately. I really am. And we're gonna get to see some more UI as well. But obviously you're not gonna notice glitches or whatever like that. That's so cute. Rocking carriage. So there's probably different mini games as well, right? Oh my god, these are adorable. That's literally one of my favorite things about these. Oh my god, with all the Arnara. One of my favorite things about these events is legitimately looking at the new UI that they do for and the new art that they have for these events, and the fact that we're going to shop with Candace is so fun. Wait, he drinks boba in his idol? What? I did not know this at all. That's very fun. And then you have these different quests here as well. Go to the quest. Yeah, so like it's just like, you know, the SUMERU crew is a very even like the people who are not in like the exact SUMERU crew, like in the center town SUMERU crew, even the people in like the desert. I do like that everyone's like super close and everyone has like a very good relationship as well. Even if it's like one of those things where like it's like, you know, it's only for like one day when everyone gets back together, right? And the other crew just kind of hangs out in the pub every day. I still like that everyone like gets along so well in SUMERU like this. It's so fun. And I love coming back here whenever we do.
今日のオルモス港はいい匂いに包まれてるな。
Lovely.
潮の香りを全部かき消す。
Oh, but can you imagine like all this food and the sea
ここはパレードの
breeze?
終点になるそうです。前もって屋台を出しているところがたくさんあるので、いつもより賑やかなのでしょう。パール村からも多くの商人が来ていますよ。みんな家臣探査を楽しみにしているようです。
Unified as heck.
なら買い物は心配いらないな。値切りはオイラたちに任せろ。
はい、お願い。
Whoa. Yeah, are you okay? What the hell?
なんでもありません。
No, that didn't seem okay. What?
ご心配をおかけしてすみません。
No,
まずは
no,
あそこのお店に
Candace,
行ってみましょう。
no. I do not like that type of reaction during SUMERU's festival.
何にする？
家臣探査当日に必要な軽食を注文したいのですが、パレードが終わったら取りに来るので。
But you know, you guys know what I'm saying. Like, to have that type of reaction during this festival in particular, that already messed with our mind the last time, to have someone else's mind be a little jumbled, it makes me instantly worried, right?
しておいていただけますか？
テイクアウトだね。ねえ、問題ないよ。ご注文は？
マサラチーズボールとポテトボートを3つずつ。パニプリを10人前。それからカレーシリ肉を3つお願いします。
ちょっと待ってて。メモしとくから。ポテトボートにパニプリ。よし、オッケー。それに
But that's a good thing to have a sizable order, right? You know?
ええ。これだけの
Oh,
量
wow.
ですし、少し負けていただけませんか？
ああ、もちろ
That
ん。
makes sense.
全部で29,000モラだが、26,000モラでどうだい？
2万モラにしていただけませんか？
20,000 from 26? That's such a drop. Yeah, exactly. That's such a drop. That's a 6,000 drop.
それはちょっと困るよ。パレード当日はお客さんも多いし、わざわざ
Pay him the 26,000. You know what I mean? Pay him. Why not?
そうですか。では、サモサも5つ追加しましょう。
Candace the Haggle
なん
Master
とか
here.
お願いできませんか
2割引きまでが限界だな。
20% off, which would
わ
be...
かりました。
You guys do the math for me.
ありがとう
I'm
ご
not
ざい
doing
ます。
it. I refuse.
とんでもない。
キャンディスってオイラたちよ
Wait,
り
but
値引
she
きが
is
うまい
the
じゃない
Haggle Master. She got 5 extra samosas and 20% off. You know what I mean?
それから、
他にも何か？
いえ、ただ、コンロを点検してみてください。長く使っていると安全面に
Okay.
懸念が出てくるかもしれませんので。
なあ、ありがとう。だが、今日新しく燃料を変えたばかりだから、その心配は。
No. Oh, she like shielded the fire as well?
うわ煙が
So she knew it was gonna go up in flames?
大丈夫ですか？
あ、平気だ。ありがとう。でもおかしいな。
And this doesn't seem to usually happen for him.
送風機が壊れてはいませんか？
その可
This
能
is
性はあるな。
so terrifying to
この
me.
間も似たような事故がうちで起きたし、送風機を変えたばかりだっていうのに。
And I'm not saying it's terrifying just like because no, it's, accidents happen, but I mean more in a sense of like how do I say it? I mean more in a sense of like she had this headache and it might not even be connected that she like I'm thinking she has like that's so Raven powers or something, like, you know, like I just like what's
点
happened
検して
here?
みてください。ひとまずお怪我がないようでよかったです。水でしたら持
Oh,
っ
that's
てい
very
ます
sweet,
が、
Candace.
いかがですか？
She's usually taking care of people though, in
お
fairness.
気遣いありがとう。 それにしてもお客さんよくわかったね。もう少し早く来てくれてたら未然に防げたかもな。今日中にコンロを修理しとくから家臣探査当日の注文には影響しないはずだ。心配しないでくれ。
無理せず安全を優先してください。内金はここに置いておきます。
ああ、ありがとう。
さっきは危なかったな。キャンディスが気づいてくれてよかったぜ。
Yeah, no, she held up that shield so fast. It's actually very cool. Cool as well.
私にもよくわかりません。勘というものでしょうか。
Does she have That's a Raven powers? Well, not That's a Raven powers, we know.
で、次はどこに行くんだ？コンロがないとこだといいんだけど。
Oh, poor Paimon.
さっきはほんとヒヤッとしたぞ。
次はキャンディーを作るのに必要なフルーツを買いに行きましょう。
久しぶりにオルモス港に来たし、ついでにいろいろ買おうぜ。
I love that. I love that we always take every opportunity to like really make it a day for us, like a trip for us. Like Paimon and the Traveler genuinely love to travel around the place and do new things and even do old things as well, right?
フルーツ店はそこだったよな。
Like this is a lovely pastime. Oh no, again. There's something.
大丈夫か？
Poor Candace. No way. Does she have like Xenoblade slash That's So Raven powers?
お怪我はありませんか？
ありがとう。
Oh my god, Candace. Candace saved two people's lives today. Yeah. Yeah.
君、お父さんとお母さんは？
パパとママは港の酒場に。
By yourself?
私、退屈だったから。
もう大丈夫ですよ。遊ぶときは周りに気を
If
つけてくださ
I
い
shouldn't
ね。
say by yourself. Look at if Candace talked like that to me, I'd feel very comfortable too. But like honestly, like I shouldn't say by yourself because kids play all the time in Genshin like by themselves in different places, right? But yeah, this is so interesting. Candace having these like it seems like she has these like shulk slash I don't know. That's So Raven style. I mean, That's a Raven like it's a bit different, obviously, but like the style powers where like you can see like a hazard that's about to happen and try and prevent it. And I wonder how that's going to relate to this event because we know like this festival has been a cause of like crazy magical chaos before. To think about what it could do this time, you know, what are they going to do this time? Like I had no idea this was even a thing. I you know, as you guys know, I go into everything like just like completely blind, you know?
部屋のとこに戻りな。
Go to your parents now, child. Her name is Child Livington.
ここに箱を置いたのは誰だ？
He's very angry.
俺だけど。
道路脇に重いものを積むなと言ったはずだ。
He's
どうい
right.
うことだ？
He's right.
すまない。最近荷物が増えてきて、
Yeah.
倉庫に置き場がなかったから。
ああ。
すぐどかすよ。次からは気をつけるから。
See, I don't like anyone getting given out to at their work, right? I always make you feel awkward.
は
But it is a real safety hazard, and it literally almost killed the
あ、
kid.
助かったよ。
You know what I
俺
mean?
の監督不足だ。キャンディスさんがいなかったら大事故になりかねなかった。
お気になさらないでください。ここ一帯の安全を守ることはきっと大変でしょう。
A whole region he
ま
looks
してやお
after.
祭りの時期ですから。お手数ですが。
Okay, he's totally right to scold that guy a bit, I think, and 100%.
家臣探査の間は目がいくつあっても足りないぐらいだ。ああ、誤解しないでくれ。キャンディスさんのアドバイスはしかと胸に刻んでおこう。
Because like I said, like I always like you know, will always like most of the time side with like the worker in most situations, right? I think like, you know, just you guys definitely get what I'm saying when I'm saying like in some cases if you do something that is pretty freaking bad like that, especially when like you're you know, you need if you're doing this all the time where you're like putting supplies up, you need to know like the proper way to do it. It's a safety hazard for you as well. It's not just like the people around you, it's a safety hazard for you. So if they need to kind of like, I guess, remember, and I like it. Why, like, you know what you mean? Like, it always feels awkward when you ever see any worker. I don't like seeing it ever, like them get scolded or whatever like that. But in this case, I feel like it's one of those things where like he needed to like make an example and be like, look, if you like, and he didn't even do anything that bad. He just like told him like very firmly, and you need to do that. You need to do that sometimes because again, in terms of like safety issues, in terms of like stuff that can literally like almost kill the kid, like Jesus Christ. And he's like taking care of this whole place. How stressful must that be? Like SUMERU in general is already like, you know, can be very dangerous sometimes. Like being the sheriff yourself. Crazy. Thank God Candace was here. Like legitimately thank God Candace was here to save the day. That kid was getting squashed. Yeah, like you knew it was gonna happen all along. Did you know what was gonna happen all along? Is that what we're dealing with? She does. She does. She does. That's so Candace. The Eye of Prophecy is actually real? Right, you probably would have noticed by now, right?
今朝からしきりに何らかの場面が見えるようになったのです。そして数秒後には現実に。他の人は知ってるのか？いえ、この現象が予知かどうかまだ確信はありませんし、みんなに余計な。Of course, Candace doesn't want other people to worry. Takes care of everybody. Why did it come on so suddenly, though? 特には何も。いつも通り一日の仕事の手配を終え、神様にお祈りを捧げてから。待ち合わせの場所に向かいました。強いて言うなら、道端で綺麗な宝石を買ったことぐらいでしょうか。
It's gorgeous. It's definitely pretty. It is beautiful. There's something about it we're saying here.
あなたも気づきましたか？宝石から特殊な元素の痕跡をかすかに感じます。
Okay.
実はそれが気になって買うことにしたんです。
予知が宝石と関係してるってことか？
その可能性はあると思います。もしよかったら宝石を手に持って試してみてくれませんか？
Sure. Are we gonna see a vision? I don't think anything happened, so maybe it's just related to Candace?
そうですか。誰にでも起こる現象ではないようですね。何らかの条件が必要なのかもしれません。それともアフマル様の民であることと
All these possibilities, right?
でしょうか。
It's very cool though. I say it's very cool, but it's also terrifying, right? It's also really terrifying, and like to be able to like predict the view and not know when it's gonna start, not when it's gonna end, and also like to me like there is like an abject horror to that as well. Like, cause again, like I know I'm keep bringing up That's So Raven, right? But like to know something bad is gonna happen. If you ever watch That's So Raven, right? Great show, but what would happen in that show a lot of times is that she would predict the future and try to prevent something bad from happening, and it would end up with 5 minutes of hijinks that would almost make her life worse. Because again, the paranoia, and again, it's working out here. I know it's like it's worked out so far, but you know what I mean? Like that type of thing of like, when's the next vision gonna come? How am I gonna prevent this? I need to do something right now. Imagine if you don't do something to prevent it. Like, what would that feel like? All that stuff is absolutely like terrifying. And also like as well, I want to say that like I want to clarify something I said earlier. In the recent Genshin Q&A I did, someone asked me what's a character I would like to see more of a dynamic with. And I said Candace, and everyone was like, you got to do the birthday event then. And it's kind of what led to this decision right now. It's like people being like, if you want Candace, it's the birthday event, you know? Because I feel like Candace is a character who I don't know as well as the other characters. And it's not because she's not a good character. It's just I feel like in the main story, she's featured as, you know, as she is in a great way, but not as much as other characters might be, you know? Trivial? Candace, you can see the future! Okay, she doesn't want to worry anyone else. We can help too. 100% we can help. Oh, thank you. It's no problem whatsoever.
買い出しを済ませてから石の情報を集めましょう。石の出所については商人に聞けば教えてくれるはずです。
Sure.
商人といえばあの情報通の大商人がいるよな。
Dori, right?
かっつり持ってかれるだろうけど。
もしかしてドリーという名の方でしょうか。R 村でもその噂は
She's very pleasant.
そうそう。ただモラに目がないやつだから値切り交渉は無理しない方がいいぜ。
Yeah. I generally don't like Dori, like, legitimately, just because, like, maybe, like, I don't even have, like, a vendetta against her. It's just, I never liked the way she, like, treated Kaveh. You know what I mean? It always bothered me quite a bit. Especially with the death stuff as well. I feel like some of that was, like, really, like, I know that's, like, part of her character, but, like, some of it was a bit, like, underhanded, and, felt a bit like, oh, like, cause Kaveh, like, you know, like, was, you know, really mistreated when it came to that. To me anyway, with that debt. I don't know. I think so anyway, and still is, in my opinion. Again, it's not one of those things like I don't really have like a hatred towards Dori. It's just like, man, that aspect with the Kaveh stuff always bothers me. Before we go any further with Dori though, this is already such an interesting idea for a quest, and I didn't expect it to like be like this, right? And it's not that like I'm like, you know, shocked that Genshin is coming up with another really cool idea for events. But one of the things about events in Genshin I find so interesting to me is that like some of the events like will have some of the coolest mechanics you've ever seen in your life, and people will never get to play them again. They have to watch them like I do now, right? But also like sometimes events will legitimately have some of the biggest information and lore drops you'll ever have in your life. Like legitimately so, you will have some of the biggest lore drops and story drops ever. Remember, was it the Windbloom that had the freaking reveal of the Hexen Circle? Like insane. Like I remember I literally went into my Patreon chats like after I recorded that right away. I stopped recording. I didn't even edit or save anything. I went into my Patreon chats and went, they revealed the Hexen Circle in an event. And from that point on, it's like, yeah, these events like are important. They are meant to be important, and they will have like all this important, really cool stuff in it, you know? Oh my god. Her Japanese voice actor is quite adorable. Oh my god, the Japanese voice actor is so fun. They like instantly endeared me to thinking Dori is like, I don't know, way more fun and adorable. It's the little tiny like inflections. You see, there's so many different choices being made here that are so good. Like that's so good. I can't get over the voice acting, it's so good. And it's not even one of those things where it's like, oh, funny, you know, and she's doing like these really adorable sounds. It's like, it's not only just that it's kind of funny. It's like really a good choice. Like it's like character choices, like, you know, for the dialogue. Like these tiny little things that make Dori's character like even more different than like even the English voice actor. And the English voice actor isn't bad either, like, by the way. It's just like one of those things where like it's like those little things, like the little laughs or the little sounds they're making. They're almost excited to like, you know, be making these deals.
ドリーさんにお伺いしたいことがあって尋ねたのです。
あら、情報を求めて。ああ、
Little clap.
お聞きくださいまし。私、
Oh my god.
一番好きですの。かさばらないし、倍の値段で。あ、いやいやいやいや。
Yeah, with the freaking the different poses. The voice actor's done a spectacular job. Spectacular.
加工した人がどこで原石を手に入れたのか商人にお聞きしたいのです。ちなみにその方の名前はメモしてあります。
人探しですわね。手間が
Of course it'll be a hefty price.
それなりのモラが必要になりますわ。
もちろん万能と名高いドリーさんが直接石の由来を調べてくださっても構いません。相応の報
There we
酬
go.
はお支払いします
There we go,
ので
compensation and everything.
利益は少ないですが、人探しはどうした手間じゃありませんわ。
Oh my god.
宝石を加工している知人たちに聞けば、
She can't even hold back her smile when she's crafting something in her head.
あ、そんなこと言われても。
Stop. Stop.
この類の情報は企業秘密ですから知られるのも一苦労です。一苦労ですの。
They've like the poses, the voice acting. They've like made like Dori like almost like I don't know, like endearing in a way. I guess I understand like her personality still on display, right? I just think the voice actor is just doing such like spectacular job of
よ
this.
ろしければ
Look at the. Do you smile at the
メールをお
camera?
返事いただけませんか？
Whoever animated this is doing a fantastic job as well.
ちょいとお待ちくださいまし。
Oh my
交
god.
通費に差し入れ代、それから20万モラ。20万モラでいかがかしら。
The animations have stepped up even now. It is steep, yeah.
申し訳ありませんが、ご提示の額では予
Just
算を
straightforward,
超えてしまい
exceeds the
ます
budget.
もう少し安くしていただけませんか？
もう構いませんわ。人情味のある R 村の方には思い切って譲ってあげましょう。そちらの希望価格をご提示くださいまし。
5万モラでどうでしょうか？
なんです。
That's even more aggressive. Yeah, look at our faces as well. I love Candace. She's great.
どうしましたか？砂漠での相場を言っただけですが。
She's like, hey, yeah, this is what I usually pay. Exaggeration, Dori.
こんな商売をしてたら破産してしまいますわ。
And it's not even just that the voice actors are different nationality or anything like that, or like that they're from Japan or anything like that. Like I genuinely think that like what the voice actors doing that's so good is like putting these tiny little things at the end of their sentence or like adding these little inflections to like their like stuff they're saying and things like this. Like it makes it like really really like different and unique. And adds a lot of character to the actual character as well. And I actually find as well, like when I'm, how do I say it? Like one thing I really like about the animations is that like, and I feel like they have stepped up their game even more with animations. Like that was a whole host of different animations I've never seen for Dori. Even her smiling at the camera is so funny. I know it wasn't directly at the camera, but like it's her smiling away from Candace. I love the way even like when she's talking, trying to get like, she's thinking about money in her head and thinking about like getting like this best deal off Candace. Like she can't even contain her smile.
そうですか。仕方がありませんね。では、3万モラでどうでしょう？
Candace? Yeah, I was...
聞き間違いじゃありません
Okay.
よね。
そちらのキャラバンが R 村を訪れた際の安全を保証し、一部税金を免除します。いかがでしょう？
Tax exemptions.
最近の R 村ではビジネスチャンス。
Think about it. Yeah, you gotta think about it. Oh my god, Candace is good at this. Look at her smile.
確かに悪くない取引で確かに。ひょっとしてハル村のために攻撃を行おうと。
I hope they paid this voice actor like 10 million for every session. Oh my god.
今回はただ働きのつもりでお引き受けします。
She's acting like she's so hard done by as well.
3万モラで受けたまわりましたわ。
This is incredible. Absolutely incredible.
本当ですか？さ すがスメールきっての大
And the
商
way
人
they are like I know she's not looking at the camera, right? But I think it is at the same time, right? It's like a double kind of meaning to it. It's like, yeah, she's looking away from Candace, but like a wink to the camera is like, you know, a wink to the camera, and I like it.
もちろんですと
Sure, sure, Dori.
アルムラのガーディアンとの友好関係を築くた
I
めに
mean,
損を覚悟でお受けいたしましょ
I can't get over this voice actor. I can't.
それでしたら
She's gonna lord again.
そのものでもう決まりですはあ宝石職人へのおもてなしは
There's no way you don't have money.
100ボラの屋台料理で済ませるしか
Okay, no, Genshin, pay this voice actor even more.
情報を集める時間が必要ですので、はい、また明日来てくださいまし。このタイプの依頼は手間がかかりますの。
本当にありがとうございます、ドリーさん。旅人さん、せっかくスメールに来たのですから、オルモス港をゆっくり散策されてはどうでしょう。先ほど買ったもの
You
は
sure?
私が預かりますので。
そうか？おいらたち特に何もして
Yeah, we just followed you around a bit.
なんか悪いな。
そんなことはありません。私の方こそ付き合わせてしまって申し訳ありませんでした。
Literally no issue whatsoever, Candace.
相変わらず気さくなお方ですね。
May the gods protect you.
あなたたちに神様のご加護があらんことを。ドリーさんも全てが順調にいきますように。ではまた明日お伺いします。
はあ、また。
She's like out of breath. That's what I love about Genshin. We just had like, so that's the first one complete. So there's like different sections, I guess. But we just had like a 10-minute freaking conversation with Dori and a bartering conversation. Okay, yeah, show off your skills. 100%, why not? A 10-minute like bartering conversation with Dori. But like what's so cool and what's so funny is like they said like this is what Genshin does with the oh they didn't want us to see their menu. Okay, that's fair. I can skip it forward. It's okay. Don't worry. Yeah, don't worry about that whatsoever. Yeah, the what's so fun about that is that they set up these jokes like months and years in advance, right, in Genshin, and they're able to do that because they have such a strong cast and like you remember all the characters. We know that Dori drives a hard bargain. You know, she's hard to get one over on. She's like incredibly like, you know, good at like even putting people in debt, and you know, she doesn't take anything for cheap. So the fact that like they set up this joke that like Candace is like this great negotiator earlier on in the event, and then they had Candace you know, barter to the point that like she literally got a lower price entirely while also getting security detail and tax write-offs, which is not tax write-offs but tax breaks, which is, you know, pretty crazy. Still though, like Candace being like a better negotiator than Dori is such a cool character trait that they set up with Dori through the years, and not intentionally so. They didn't go, oh, this is for when Candace and Dori eventually talk, but they can do this because, and I said this a million times over, every single character has a funny interaction waiting to happen, no matter who it is. You know, every single character. Venti and Linny. You know that would be hilarious, you know? And you can picture all the stuff in your head, you know? Lynette and Rosaria, you know? Lynette and Rosaria, you know, find themselves having like a friendship date where they go for tea together, but they don't even talk to each other the whole time, and they love it. It's like, I found my soulmate, you know, something like this. Like all this stuff, like truly, like to me is like what makes Genshin so good. Every single character has a dynamic with somebody else that's just waiting and begging to happen, legitimately.
ドリーさんならたった今ここをお離れになりました。今朝早くからこの辺りで取引をされていたようです。私も早く到着したので、例の話はもう済ませてあります。ドリーさんは R 村の通行証と減税証明書を受け取ると すぐに出発されました。
あいつ1秒も無駄にしないんだな。それで宝石の出所は分かったのか？
ええ、スメールの宝石商から情報を聞き出してくれました。その石は数ヶ月前、砂漠のとある遺跡で見つかったとのことです。名もなきその遺跡は損壊が激しく、壁に書かれた文字も識別できないほどだったと。ただ、もっと気になるのは、似たような宝石がもう一つあるという点です。
もう一つ？
Yeah.
発見当時、宝石は真ん中のあたりにひびが入っていたそうです。
Right.
宝石を加工する職人は直しようがないと判断し、いっそそれを似たような形になるよう2つに切断しました。
So somebody else has this right now.
私もそれが気がかりなのです。もし本当に宝石に未来を予知する力が秘められているのなら、悪党の手に渡った時、大変なことになりかねません。ちょうど今朝、砂漠で襲撃事件があったと聞きました。かなり偏僻な道を進んでいたキャラバンが襲われたそうです。
その事件がもう一つの宝石と関係あると思ってるのか？
まだ確かなことは言えません。ただ一般的にキャラバンが偏僻な道を選ぶ理由は、規模の小さな商売を行っているから、もしくは重要な荷物を運ぶため、外部にルートを知られたくないかのどちらかです。
So they're not even doing that so Raven style. They're doing like able to literally predict the pinpoint precise locations of things.
現地で調べてみるしかなさそうだな。
That's terrifying.
家臣探査の準備は
Truly.
どうしよう。
ティッシュアに日程を確認したところ、後でオルモス港で合流すればいいとのことでしたので、少し急げば間に合うはずです。あ、もちろん、もし他に用事がありましたら、砂漠までご同行いただかなくても
No,
大丈夫
no,
ですよ。
Candice.
何言ってんだ
I've
よ。
wanted this for a while.
オイラたちも調査を手伝うって約束しただろ。
Let's sit down.
遠慮すんなって。
わかりました。力をお貸しいただき、感謝します。
No, like I've said it for so long at this point. I think I told you guys before as well. Like I have like, no, I said it in this video. Why was I told? Yeah, I said it in this video. I like legitimately have wanted to hang out with Candice more for a while. But yeah, the idea that someone else has this gem, like to me, like genuinely says that like, you know, if it is them with this caravan that they're able to predict where these precise locations, that means there's like genuinely a need to get that gem away from them. Because again, like if someone like Candice or Dia got that gem, right? What you're getting is like a situation where, yes, you don't necessarily want that, you know, you don't necessarily want anyone to have this type of like, you know, power because it's terrifying, but at least it's them. You know what I mean? At least you can trust Candice, you can trust Dia. So it really is interesting that way, right? Or it is good that way. But like if this got into the hands of like a character like a Dori or something, you know, you're effed. You're absolutely effed. Or even like a lower level Fatui member, you know? Like it's not someone you probably want having that.
事件はこの辺りで起きたはずです。
Oh, the desert's so pretty, isn't it? Still so pretty.
旅人さん、パイモンさん、ここを見てください。
Still remember the first day I stepped foot in the desert. It was
何か
amazing.
感じませんか？
Do you sense that? I sense trace amounts of elemental energy.
はい。砂漠の部族やエルマイト旅団の中には元素力を扱える人も少なくありません。
Oh,
その力を利用してキャラバンを襲い、不義の富を築く者もいます。
interesting.
割れた板があるぞ。
Is that the caravan?
キャラバンの輸送車から外れた木の板のようですね。焦げた跡もあります。爆発でも起きたのでし
So
ょう
they'd have to
か。
have like the tools to make an explosion?
あちらにある痕跡はまだあまり時間が経っていないようです。
Yeah, so they would have had to
道
had
に沿っ
like,
て調べていき
sorry
ましょう。
Candice, the power to like blow something up, or the wherewithal, or the items, or the, you know, the craftsmanship to blow something up. Man, I love a Genshin mystery. I really do. Looks like there's something left behind by the caravan. I really do. I love a Genshin mystery. And in this sense, it's one of those things where it does feel urgent, like almost instantly, right? It's like, and it's a Genshin staple and why we love Genshin, right? The tracer pointing this way.
あちらの
Oh,
方
she's saying
角
that.
を
Okay.
示しています。 上行きましょう。
Like it's one of those things why I love Genshin so much is like, you know, you have this happy festival and then like at the end of like the first act or something happens where, or even this, yeah, you're like, we have to do something, you know, something has to be done. And in this case it was the start of the second act, it seems. Yeah, super scary.
なんてこった。わざわざ偏僻な道
Oh,
を
they
選ん
got
だっ
ambushed.
ていうのに襲われちまうなんて。
すみません、ちょっとお尋ねしても。
誰だ。
アール村のガーディアン、キャンディスと申します。今朝の
He
強
got
盗事
frightened by
件
the
に
way
ついて
right away,
お
which
聞き
is,
したい
yeah,
ので
makes
すが。
sense.
ガーディアンだって。おい、何ビビってやがる。ガーディアンってのは俺たちを守る存
Oh,
在だろうが。
stealing.
あ、そうだった。
Oh no, he said he thought they were gonna be stolen.
すまんすまん。みっともないところ
It's a
を見
funny
せたな。
interaction because I genuinely that guy just probably was so like he just got attacked. He's thinking like, you know, what's gonna happen now, you know?
こいつまだ襲われたショックから抜け出せてないんだ。
いえ、さぞ辛い思いをされたことでしょう。ところで、今日はここで漏洩されるおつもりなのですか？キャラバン宿駅はそう遠くないはずですが。
あまりに悔しかったからな。仲間たちを呼んで襲った奴らを懲らしめてやろうと思ってるんだ。いくらか品も取り返せるだろう。
They're all gonna
食
confront
料も
them?
あまり残っていないようですし、こ
Yeah.
の状況では冷静さを保つことが大切です。砂漠では衝動と
Yeah,
油
it's
断
not
が命
something
取り
you
になることもあ
know
ります
that
の
would be
で、
smart, would it?
どんな荷を運ばれていたかお聞きしても。
危険物だよ。
What? What type of hazardous materials?
何言ってんだ。花火だろうが。
Oh. Oh.
だって箱に危険物って
This
書いてあ
dude's
っただ
hilarious,
ろ
by the way. His ear.
当たり前だろ。花火に食品って書くのか。はあ、すまんな。こいつちょっと抜けてるところがあるんだ。気にしないでくれ。キャラバン宿駅の衛兵に知られたらまた問い詰められちまう。
So the charred marks on the planks are from the fireworks. So that would make sense. Okay, so that's how they exploded it. It's not just like some magical
花
power.
火をどちらへ運ぼうとしていたのですか？
砂漠にある集落さ。家臣探査の時期だから。
Makes sense.
お祝い用として
Makes perfect
最近
sense.
注文が多いんだ。俺らみたいな小さな商売をしてるところもおこぼれに預かれるほどでな。大体は距離が遠くて敬遠される注文なんだが。
なるほど。もしよろしければ事件発生時の状況を聞かせていただけませんか？
ああ、別に構わないぜ。遠回りして
When
偏僻な道を選んで進んでたら、
辺り一面のつる草に足止めされ
web
たん
of
だ。
thorns and vines.
砂漠につる草が入るわけねえだろうが。車輪が
Wait,
砂にはまって
no,
動
Vizier.
かなくなっちまったんだ。
Vizier.
あれはきっと罠にちげえねえ。その後、
急に空から爆
Wait,
弾が
what?
落ちてきた。
His ear, I should say. Sorry. Yeah, what's happening here?
黙ってろ。さっきの衝撃で頭のネジ
Is he just doesn't know what he's doing here?
こいつのことは気にするな。ショックでわけわからんことを口走ってるだけだ。俺らの足止めに成功した奴らは火のついた岩を放ってきた。
So maybe he's just a bit messed up.
してもうてんやわんやさ。その隙に奴らは荷をかっさらっていった。
強盗の姿は覚えていますか？
いや、あの時は逃げるのに精一杯だったし、砂ぼこりで何一つ見えやしなかった。ああ、でも緑色の石を持ってたような。
Oh, there it is.
もしかしてこれと似たものでしょうか？
そうそう、そんな感じのだ。あんな高価そうなものを持ってるのにしょうもねえ花火を狙いやがって、わけのわからん奴らだぜ。
Unless the hazardous material were targeted for some other reason, yeah.
おおよその状況は分かりました。教え
This
て
is
いただ
this
きあ
is
りが
kind
とう
of
ござい
scary,
ます。
right?
しかしここはやはり安全を優先し、キャラバン宿駅の衛兵に状況を報告することをお
And,
勧
and
め
his
し
ear,
ます。
you keep being hilarious, like legitimately, like, cause if he is just like so scared, like the poor man, like he pictured he's probably, you know what? Here's the thing, I say it's funny, but like, sorry to make everything like a thing, right? But like, if he, I guess like it was so traumatic for him, he probably like, you know, it did feel that way, right? Like he probably like pictured in his head as it even worse than it even was because of how scared he is.
感情に流されて無謀な行為に出るべきで
100%.
はあり
The
ません
desert's so terrifying and dangerous.
わかった。少し休んだら出発するよ。
では失礼します。行きましょう。
So whoever did this had that other part of the same stone. Man, look at the desert. It's so
ここまで
crazy
来れば
cool.
聞こえないでしょう。旅人さん、どう思いますか？
I'm not sure about their goods. I'm not sure about their identity.
ええ、同感です。先ほどの人は何かを隠しています。彼らが運んでいたのは花火だけではないでしょう。
Yeah. Why would you go after, yeah, fireworks? Yeah.
その危険物が正体不明の強盗の手に渡っています。
悪党同士の抗争か？
あり得る話です。強盗たちがなぜ危険物を奪ったのか。
Especially with like if like his ear there like was talking about this stuff as if it was like hazardous material, right? Then his ear like would like it didn't even know what was in there. He probably didn't know there was fireworks. He was like, "Well, it's hazardous material." Because the thing is like if you have a box that says fragile materials on it, right? But you know that you're delivering a glass vase, right? You're gonna say, "Oh yeah, today I delivered a vase," right? But if you don't know what it is, you'll say, "Oh, today I was delivering some fragile materials." You know what I mean? So I wonder if that's like what happened here, and he actually might be more insightful than we thought with this stuff. I guess the festival's coming up. Yeah, this is so intriguing.
宝石により未来を予知した可能性が高いです。思っていたよりも危険な状況かもしれません。みんなにも相談した方が良さそうですね。ただその前に一度キャラバン宿駅に行って衛兵に報告しましょう。
Right. Yeah. No, so intriguing, so interesting, even hearing all this stuff, like trying to piece it together. Because again, like one of those things that happens is like for me, I tend to like, you know, how do I say it? I tend to like, you know, you judge people and you try to be suspicious of people, but like I think sometimes, well, like I obviously knew that like I was kind of like, as you saw, like, a little bit confused about like what was happening there with the conversation with Hizira and his boss. Because I was like, you even heard me, I was like, what's happening here? But then I thought like, okay, maybe it is a joke. But then of course Candace pointed out that like, you know, why would they just want this fireworks? It doesn't make any sense why they would just want fireworks. You know what I mean? And that makes perfect sense. It's like if I have this gem that is so uniquely powerful and I can predict where caravans are going to be before they're even there and predict their exact route. Why on earth would I be going after fireworks when you could go after like food supplies or other gems? Like you could literally use that gem to get other gems if you're able to use it. That's the thing, because obviously I don't know if Candace is able to use it at will. That's the only thing, and we don't know what triggers it. So I wonder if the other person as well knows how to trigger it as well. You know, that could be the case. What a trip with Candace we're going on as well. This is really nice.
お二人はここで少し休んでいてください。衛兵と少し話をしてきます。
Fair enough. Just like don't move.
まさかこんな展開になるなんてな。家臣探査を無事に過ごせたらいいけど。
Yeah. Oh,
今のこと
Cyno.
大マハマトラとしては
Oh
見過ごせ
my
ない
god.
セノ、なんでここにいるの？
I bow down. I bow down.
ああ、公務中でな。ある奇妙な強盗
Interesting to hear his voice in such a different way as well.
もしかしてセノもあの事件を？
Sounds like you've been hard at work. Oh my god, so good to see him.
俺なら平気だ。道中パチサラプリンを買った。後で食べるつもりだったんだが。
Yeah?
いるか？
Oh, thank you so much. Bye, what's happy?
味はどうだ？パチサラプリン。プリンだろ。
変なこと言うからむせちゃったじゃんか。
Bravo, amazing. Very, very funny.
ダジャレたっぷりんだよ。
I'm almost joking as well.
先ほどの話に戻るが、お前たちの言う強盗事件。
I love that we're seeing Cyno. Can I say as well, legitimately, Cyno is, to me, one of those designs that is a perfect design. I've said it a million times, but also like he's just a character I adore so greatly. And I know like we adore a lot of characters in Genshin because it's one of the best cast of characters in the history of video games or media in general. Cyno is one of those characters I really feel like that whenever you see him, you know you're gonna have like either like, you know, and he has some very serious stories, right? But when it's not his story in particular, you're going to get two things. You're going to get the funniest character you've ever seen in your life, and you're also going to get probably like the most violent character sometimes too. And like there's like it's like the same person, and I love him dearly either way. He gets to commit violent acts as a treat. I adore him so much. Mostly it's just a threat of violence though, isn't it? You're perfect. I love you. And so trustworthy. We're gonna hang out with Cyno. Oh, he doesn't know. Maybe he doesn't know about it? We can trust Cyno. Cyno's working quarters aren't too far from Nahida's. Did Tighnari tell him about the surprise? That's the thing. He must have told his husband. And when I said I was hanging out with Cyno for the day, I didn't mean to make it sound like I was like, I'm not hanging with Candace. I mean, we can all hang out together, right? Like, I would never ditch Candace. Like, since I've been like wanting this for a while to get closer to Candace or to know Candace a bit more, I would just love to also hang out with Cyno for the day too. I wonder, like, I don't know how if Tighnari would have told Cyno at all here. Does he know? Oh, Mahamatra mode. Oh, but we are though. I want to tell him. Does he know? Please know. Why? Why? Yeah. At first I was like, wait, what? But then they're like, they're probably red, aren't they? The Hedaberries are probably red. I love him so much. I love him so much. No, that's a good one. No, that's a good one. Say good one. Say good one! Please explain. Yeah, I know. No, he's hilarious. He's so funny. Oh, but there is a secret. We gotta tell him. What? Cyno! I love that, like, everything he says sounds like a vague threat, and then he does the punchline. Cyno will be like, hey, you like, it actually sound like what he said, like, do you want to end up like the bastard of the lake? It sounds like saying, do you want to end up sleeping with the fishes? Or like, why can't Hairberries lie? It sounds like a very, like, you know, like when a villain in a story goes, do you ever hear about the story about the woodpecker and the bunny rabbit? You know, and you're like, and then he'd go on a full monologue, and then it's just actually a joke. I don't know. I'm just like, I can't with Cyno. I love him so much. I adore him so much. He can do no wrong in my eyes. I can't do this anymore. I love it. I love it. Please say Cyno knows. Asking Candace for being saved from Cyno? Oh my god, look at his smile! Okay. Oh my god, how could you lie to him? Look at his face. How could you lie? I know it's not our secret to tell, but you know what I mean. So he does know! How could Cyno not know? Come on! Tighnari's literally his husband. Oh, I'm sorry, Cyno.
かげでダジャレを2連発で食らっちゃったぞ。
It was 3 jokes and they were hilarious. Oh my god. They were hilarious. This person's taking a screenshot. They are me. Whenever there's like weird poses for Ether, I always like do
サプライ
this
ズ計画のメンバ
screenshot.
ーを伝えていなかった私たちのせいですね。申し訳ありません。
It's okay.
何はともあれ誤解が解けたならそれでいい。
Sure.
みんなによろしく
I
伝えてお
love
く
him so much. I love him so
それと
much.
これは俺が買い出しで揃えた分だ。悪いが一緒に持ち帰ってくれると助かる。
任せろ。
ああ、ダジャレではいつもお前たちを任している。
Quite literally.
もう勘弁してくれよ。
No, I can listen to him all day. I am like smiling from ear to ear right now. I love that man with all my freaking heart. What a beautiful character. Like no, he's one of my favorite characters. And I said like, you know, him and Navi are the 2 characters that I would like be waiting for now, I think, on the banner. Obviously there's probably other characters too I would jump at too, but like I just like I can't. I like I understand his jokes are like, you know, for the characters in game they find them like not funny. But like the fact that they're not very like, no, they are funny, Cyno, by the way. They're not funny. Okay, one second. Pause for a second. Okay, guys, just me and you, okay? The fact that they're like very like, you know, it's supposed to be like in game, not that funny, okay, is it makes them hilarious. It makes him so funny because it makes him more charming. It makes him funnier. It gives him more character. This demon of a character, when we first saw him, he was scaring everybody. Turns out to be like a Yu-Gi-Oh type card, you know, a TCG enthusiast and the best joke teller in the world. I will not stand for any Cyno slander ever in my life. He can tell as much jokes as he wants, and I will laugh at every single one of them. Okay, back into the video so Cyno can hear us now. Cyno, you're hilarious.
戻ってきたな。
No, they're all hilarious. They're so funny.
体がやっと温まってきたぜ。
He's the funniest character in the world.
仕事モード以外のセノさんに会うことはめったにないのですが、
Aww.
きっと友人が家臣探査のため
Yeah.
戻ってきてくれたことが嬉しかっ
Like,
たのでし
we
ょ
don't
う。
get a chance to see them all the time. So, like, him getting to say all his jokes has, like, a new meaning as well for me. Because it's like, now he's like, he's almost unloading all of his jokes, right? Because it's like, I haven't seen you in such a long time. The last time we would have seen him canonically in our playthrough would have been the Cyno Story Quest 2, I think. Or maybe it was a little bit afterwards. You guys will be able to tell me, maybe I'll check the playlist even, maybe. But, like, that's so sweet. The idea that he's just happy we're back.
通りで仕事モードだっていうの。
Yeah.
ダジャレをお腹いっぱい溜め込んでたわけ
Because he's never cringe.
お腹が冷えちゃわないか心配だぜ。
Oh my god. Again.
キャンディス、
The mood just changed instantly.
また未来が見えたのか？
ええ、あちらの路地から人が2人現れるのが見えました。しかも何やら不穏な話をしているようです。
不穏な話？もしかして危険物を盗んだ奴ら
Do
か？
you see what they look like?
いえ、残念ながら余地で見えた場面はぼやけていて、会話も一言二言しか聞き取れず、どれも断片的です。
なら隠れて観察しよう。家臣探査を邪魔しようとする奴らは現行犯逮捕してやろうぜ。
Oh my god, Pieman's ready to act on this as well. This is so incredible. I'm having the time of my life here, guys. I really am. And this will be in 2 parts, by the way. The next part will be on Sunday. Oh my god, look at this. No, nothing? Oh my god. The secret signal? Explosion goes off?
おい、聞いたか？
Oh.
物騒な話をしてるみたいだぞ。
もう少し近づいてみましょう。
Oh my god. Look at this mission we're on here. Pass by the flower carriage will launch it? Wait. Factor in the object's trajectory? Completely foolproof? So Candace is walking out.
その計画は諦めなさい。
Oh! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! This is the most gorgeous secret plan I've ever seen in my life. If these guys are planning a secret plan, let them. You know what I mean? What are you gonna lock them up for? Being beautiful? It's so good to see them. Oh my god. We thought they were doing a secret plan of some sort. Look at Kaveh. Are you kidding me? Holy freaking hell. If being beautiful is a crime, throw away the key for these boys. Oh, great voice. Oh!
パイモン、何を考えているんだ。僕たちは家臣探査
I love his voice to Kaveh as well.
につい
Love the voice to
て話し
Kaveh.
合っていたんだが。
Yeah, it sounds like they were discussing the birthday surprise then, you know, they're probably planning to do maybe a fireworks thing or
だ
something.
から問題はそこじゃないと言っているだろう。僕とあの子の関係は冷たいものじゃない。君の推測はずれている。
一日中ずっと行方不明だと、そっちが先に言い出したんだろ。いなくなったのは、これまで一度も給料をもらっていないことに気づいたからかもしれないと。
あれはつい心配で言葉を漏らしただけだ。コーヒーを買いに行かせるようになったのは最近のことだぞ。
教令員の新入生たちが進んで先輩のコーヒーを買いに行くことを知り、そこから想像が膨らんで、自身の扱い方に不満を抱いたのかもしれない。
Par for their conversations.
僕はあいつを助手扱いしたことは一度もない。いや、もしかするとコーヒーを買うときに何かあったんじゃ。そのせいで家出をしたとか。そして機械としての生涯を振り返ったら、ますます怒りが湧いてきて、二度と帰らないと決断したのかもしれない。
おめでたい想像力だな。
でもメラックは僕が作った。そんな冷徹なわけがない。それに毎週丁寧に手入れた。
When I said this is very on par for a Kaveh Alhaitham conversation, oftentimes like one of the a false perception about Kaveh and Alhaitham is that they have a a very unbelievably like, to me anyway, it's a false perception, this idea like they have like a toxic kind of like relationship, when really like they just like kind of like bicker. Like to me, like it always seemed like a married couple, right? But one of the interesting things about this conversation is that it's very on par for them, because what happens always is that like, while Alhaitham does like, you know, kind of like poke fun at Kaveh all the time, and Kaveh like will like, you know, bite back a little bit too, and like always like be, you know, as I said, I deserve a bit of dramatics too, and I feel like that's totally fair, right? But it's usually like Kaveh is like, you know, being very like dramatic, and we love him for that about a situation. Even though I also think, by the way, I want to make it clear, Kaveh is a very like emotionally present person. Like he's so good at like you know, understanding other people's emotions, and his own emotions sometimes, you know, are hard to understand for himself, but eventually when he does, he's able to like, you know, truly come to a really good conclusion with that stuff. But I do think that like, you know, I love about the relationship in these type of moments is that like Kaveh will be saying something that is, you know, bothering him, and Alhaitham will be like trying to like offer a solution. And we've also seen this before, that Alhaitham cares about Kaveh so much. Behind Kaveh's back, Alhaitham talks about him, how he's too kind, how he deserves like a break, how he shouldn't be overworking himself, how people like, you know, sometimes take advantage of his kindness or whatever. But then obviously to his face, he's very like analytical and tries to offer these type of solutions to Kaveh as well. And does poke fun of him quite a bit too. So I just think this is very on par. And I think he's talking about his suitcase is gone? Is that what he's talking about?
それで君はあいつを探すためにオルモス港まで来て書類を回収しに来た俺にばったり出くわしたというわけだな。
まあ、そこについてはちょうどよかったよ。プランが完成
I
した
love
から
them so
目を
much.
通
I
して
really
くれない
do.
か。
I really love them so
自
much.
分の腕に自信があるんじゃなかったか。
そうじゃなくて、このコースで
Oh, here we go.
見て
Yeah,
ほしいんだ。
the route.
残念ながら当日のフロート車のコースについては詳しくない。
はあ？準備を手伝うよう教令員から言われているだろう。その気はないのか？
職務外のことだからな。知らなくて当然だろう。この俺を説得できるとでも。
それもそうだな。まあいい。最後の爆発のプラン
The
だけ
final
でも見て
explosion.
爆発？
ああ、僕が設計したキャンディータワーが時間きっかりに
Oh,
フ
wow.
ロート車にぶつかって爆発するんだ。そしたら中に仕込んである装置がキャンディーを周囲に発射するというものでね。あ、 もちろん本当の爆発じゃなくてクラッカーみたいなものだ。食品工学の論文を多数調べた結果、キャンディーの材料とタワーの外装が芸商花で織った布のように柔らかなものであれば、
I mean, if it's well thought through, then that's okay,
全く
right?
痛くないと分かった。サインを出すことで遠くにいるメラックが装置を起動させ、指定位置で爆発が起こるようになっている。
爆発のタイミングは？
クラクサナリデビ様の乗ったフロート車が通るときにサインは出される。そのタイミングであれを押し出してバーンって寸法さ。
風向きと湿度
Oh,
も
look
考
at
慮
this.
しないと
They're
いけ
figuring
な
it
い
out
な。
together.
ああ、その辺は織り込み済みだ。それらの要素をクリアする装置をキャンディータワーに仕込んである。失敗はしないだろう。
That's super fun. Super, super fun.
なんだ
Even if they didn't explain it, I wouldn't believe they were planning on doing something bad. You know what I
君
mean?
たちは全く違うことを想像していたようだ
Yeah.
な。
それは
私が説明しましょう。
Candace explaining everything that happened again, because these are people we can trust, right? These are people we can definitely trust.
未来が見える能力？どうも怪しいな。
実に面白い。その能力をもとにまだ見ぬ現実に仮説を立てたが、結果が違っていたというわけか。おそらく問題は結果にあるとは限らない。
Yeah?
どういう意味だ？もっとわかるように言ってくれよ。
もしキャンディスが見た光景が未来ではなく過去だったとしても、
What? What?
同じく説明がつくということだ。
Huh?
過去？
What do you mean?
ジャハンギルは前にも送風機が故障したことがあると言っていたのだろう。彼自身の話からも伺えるように。
Wait, remember when the boxes fell? He was like, I've told you this before. So this is something that maybe happened before? So maybe it's like a... And maybe...
その
Wait.
装置が壊れた時の状況はそう変わりないはずだ。それから過信探査の影響でここ最近のオルモス港はどこも世話しない。
That's
道
kind
路
of
脇に
crazy.
荷物が置かれていることはままある。路地裏で話し合いをするものだって珍しくないだろう。
アルハイゼンさんのお考えですと、私は過去の出来事を見たという
But
こ
it
とで
feels
しょ
like
う
they're
か。
happening now again.
奇妙な現象もただの錯覚に過ぎなかったということはある。
そうだな。未来にズレが生じたという説と過去が見えたという説を比べたら後者の方が納得はできる。
それもあるな。
So what Kaveh is saying, sorry, what Kaveh is saying is that, sorry, just to go back here
と
again.
いう説と
He's saying that like you can either... So he's saying that like, oh, I agree with him. I think I agree with him because I was saying this earlier, like, you know, to try and make things deviate off course and save things, that's terrifying. But if you know that this stuff has already happened, it might be a little bit easier in your mind, I guess.
過去が見えたという説を比べたら後者の方が納得はできる。
それもあるな。だが俺の推論は
But that's why you're so good
他人
together.
の感想を考慮したものだ。
Kaveh on the emotional side of things, and Alhaitham on the analytical side of things, you know?
単純にもう一つの視点を提供しただけだ。
確かにその可能性はあるかも。
現状、そのような現象が引き起こされる条件や原因は不明だ。しかし、二つの可能性を念頭に置いておいた方がいいだろ
う。もう一つの視点か。ああ、そうか。メラック
Wait,
は
what?
君のことが嫌で出て行ったんじゃないか
I
な。
love his voice, by the way.
う。
So
天
nice.
才的だな。
Kaveh's
まる
voice.
でメラックが昨日今日俺と知り合ったかのように言うところが。
確かに。君の声を識別できるよう設定してあるし、ずっと前から知っているはずだ。
He programmed it so I could hear it, I could understand Alhaitham's voice. I'm gonna die.
別の事情があるってことだ。
I'm going to die.
カーベ、ミラックが行方不明になったって本当か？
Wait,
じゃあ今こっちに向かって飛んできてる
so just back. Okay.
どこに行ってたんだ？
Oh, I love Kaveh's voice so much. He sounds like such a sweetheart in this. He's a sweetheart in English, sweetheart here too.
店にコーヒー豆の在庫がなかったから他を当たってくれていた。買えなくても別に構わないのに。 そこまでしてくれるなんて。
The voice actor is so good. Oh, look at her face. Like this reminds me of Navia's smile, right? No, Kave's. I love Kave's voice actor, and again, like nothing's ever gonna replace the English voice actor for me. By the way, and I want to make it clear, it's not because like one is better than the other. It's just because I'm so used to Kave's English voice actor. I hope that makes sense because I think that like I never talk about like I'm never sometimes it could be, but like because like for example like the Dori voice actor in Japanese is incredible. It's like it's on another level of voice performances. But like whenever I say like because even like with the Hu Tao stuff in Chinese, amazing stuff, right? But it could never replace the English voice acting for me because like that's who I see Hu Tao as from the whole time. And here's the thing: if I played it in Chinese from the start, I truly believe that I would be the other way around because the Chinese voice performance is so good for Hu Tao. It's so great. But you know what I'm saying? Like it is like one of those things where like hearing the different languages and hearing how talented they are across all performances. Because like I remember we saw like a video with Ito. I saw a video with Ito singing in different languages. And what's so good about that is that like they were all like good. They were all fantastic. And I think it's just I think it's to do with like hiring great voice actors, but I also think it's a part of like hiring it's also a big part of like how do I say it, like having a good directing as well. I think that's a big part of it too. So he went off to fight really far to find the coffee, which is pretty interesting.
いえ、ただアルハイゼンさんの仮説は確かに一理ありますが、砂漠で強盗に襲われたキャラバンの件は
Before we go any further, yeah, it's also very, very cute that Merak went all the way to to try and find the coffee or whatever for Kaveh. But it's also very sweet that he does go get coffee for Kaveh. That's what he's programmed to do. And he wasn't going to stop until he found it. Oh my god, adorable. Tanari's back.
あ、もう来てたんだね。あ？みんな浮かない顔してどうしたの？
ちょっとした謎々さ。ああ、もう集合の時間か。
Oh, they're gonna have a meeting together, okay.
俺は知恵の殿堂に行く。じゃあな。
そっか。じゃあまたな。
うん？
He's needed the House of Jada. Was that something that like kind of like stopped him in his tracks for a second, I guess? He was kind of like, well, what's that about? Yeah, we're probably gonna be ending the video here, but we'll talk about like what's happened so far. I'm breaking it up into two parts because like we have like the luxury of being able to do that because we don't have anything really in Genshin that we're doing until like next week. So whenever I do an event, I can break it up and like take it breezy, take our time with it. And I'm gonna be doing that with events going forward as well because I'm gonna be playing them the day of, right? So it was different with the Flower Festival because it was like a whole different situation where I was like still doing a lot of stuff with that too. But I think we're going to be playing them like day by day. I think it might be like even more fun for me as well. Here's what I think so far about this event. I think that they have a lot of intrigue in this event so far. There's a mystery to it that is actually like very, very interesting, and they've added like some kind of twists and turns to every single aspect of it too. But one thing they've also done with this is like done what I love about events. They've brought back a bunch of characters, kind of like they reintroduce you to them in like a way that's like, these guys, here's a funny conversation, here's a lovely, cute conversation, what do you think of this? And like, it is just like a really sweet moment, getting to see Kale at the start, and Diha, and Candice, and Alhaitham, and Kaveh, and Cyno, like seeing all these characters, Tanari, seeing all these characters, truly is just such a fun time for me. Like, it's one of my favorite things about the events. When I think of events, and one of the things I like always missed, I think of the UI, I think of the fun events, I think of the mini games, all this stuff that like I had to miss out on because I like my playthroughs to be spoiler free. You know what I mean? And that's the way I will always go with my playthroughs. And to me, like I made the right choice at the start. I made the right choice to like avoid spoilers as much as I did. I made the exact right choice to avoid them as hard as I did. And I don't regret it in any way, shape, or form. I absolutely like adore this so far. I've been laughing. I was laughing my arse off with Cyno. I'm getting so intrigued with the story with Candice. It's great to hang out with Candice. Something I actually wanted. And again, that's what pushed me to do this even because again, I was going to do this eventually. But the idea, I remember I was like, oh, I can't do it because it's gonna be mute, and then someone was like, no, there's Japanese dubs on YouTube. You should do it. But like it was when I did the Q&A and people were like, oh, you should Candace is in, because I was like, oh, I want to hang out with Candace more, and they're like, yes, the event, the Nahida birthday event. Hopefully we'll get to see Nahida soon as well. We'll get to see other SUMERU characters as well also. But right now, I love the intrigue, love the meeting with all the characters, love the comedy, love the sweetness of a lot of this too. I love the energy of being back in SUMERU, and all of it's so fun so far, and I'm having such a good time, and I appreciate you all so much watching this. And the next episode will be back on Sunday. And then next week, we have a new banner. We have an event. And I think I'm going to be doing the event. I don't know if I'll be doing the event or the Archon Quest first, because I think the Archon Quest is permanent, so we might do the event first. I'm not sure. We'll see what happens. But for now, I want to say thank you so much to my patrons at the highest tier, which is the 15-euro tier on Patreon. And that gets your name read out in every single video going forward, no matter what it is. If it was a 2-second, if I uploaded a 2-second video, I'd have to have you at the end of the video. Thank you to Tyfire 2, JB Bull, Janet the Banana, the Ghost of Inazuma, Felicitas Felix, Yuld, Radish, and Nusta, Devtrap, Lynx Markey, Assassin, Shakagon, True Peanut Butter, Peter Shelson, Heck, SR Fiji, Leon, High Casperian, Jared Beanham, and my YouTube members at the highest tier. If you want to join the YouTube part of it, it is Blasco. Thank you so much for being a YouTube member as well. And guys, I will see you all Sunday for the next part. The next part of Honkai Star Rail is tomorrow. I'll see you then. Bye-bye.